In React, the useId hook is used to generate a unique ID, which can be passed to element ID or accessibility attributes. And here we have a situation where we might need to make use of the useId hook. So consider we have this password input, and this is a component type password, and the ID here is password. So if we were to reuse this password input component right here, one for password and the other one for confirm password, you'll notice that even our browser is complaining that we have two elements with non-unique IDs. And this is one of the situations where you can make use of the useId hook to generate unique IDs for the inputs. If I come right here, we can just import the useId hook and make use of it right here. So if I say useId and click on this one to auto import it, so you can see it's coming from React, and we invoke this will generate a unique ID whenever this component is being rendered. And here I can say const id is equals to useId, and now we can make use of this ID right here. So I remove that and I pass the ID and I save. And whenever I save and happen to refresh here, look, we no longer have that warning, and we can log this ID to the console to see how it looks like. Console.log of ID, and I save, and you'll see the IDs are unique. You see this one has an ID here of R1, and the second one is right here of R3. So another situation where you might find making use of this useId hook is, for example, when you have a checkbox like this one. So this has a HTML4 as LAN hooks, and the input has an ID of LAN hooks. So whenever we click this label, it should check this input right here because it has a type of checkbox, and these are the same. So let's see how that looks like. If I uncomment this one and save, you see we have two of them right here. And for the first one, whenever I click on LAN hooks, it should check that particular checkbox. But now whenever we duplicate it, that means that we will have two checkbox with the same ID. Okay, and if they are the same and I happen to click the second one here, the label for this one, you'll see that it's marking the first one as checked instead of marking the second one as checked. So you can use the useId to solve this issue. So I can say useId here, I invoke that, and we can store that in constant. Then instead of using this one, we pass ID. Okay, so here use ID for both of them, and I happen to save. Okay, once I save and let's just refresh, I click on LAN hooks here, that is checked well. When I click on the second one, it is checking the second one. That means that the IDs now are unique. So yeah, that is the useId hook. You use it to generate unique IDs, which you can pass to HTML element attributes, either for accessibility reasons or for element IDs like these ones. And one thing is that you should not make use of the useId hook to generate keys in a list. Okay, keys should be generated from your data. So this is the case where you map through the list and you are required to pass a unique key. So don't use useId to generate the unique keys for a list. Okay, so that is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.